Hey guys, welcome back to CLOCKWISE Crypto. Hope you guys are moving forward in everything that you do. Now diving right into it here, taking a look at this article, giant whale accumulates 41,779 Ethereum, which is worth about $76.8 million. And this accumulation is happening since September. And this is something that I definitely think a lot of people are not paying attention to. I do think that buying Bitcoin for the average person right now is not really the best play when you can buy altcoins that can really help you accumulate Bitcoin, right? So for this example, and Ethereum's the same play right now as well. So Ethereum's currently sitting at about $2,200. And right now we're seeing these whales buying Ethereum. Let's say you have 10 grand, you can buy about roughly 5 Ethereum. That 5 Ethereum, if Ethereum goes to 20 to 40,000, like people are predicting, that 5 Ethereum could be worth 200 grand. Okay, so you literally flipped 10,000 to 200 grand. If you buy one Ethereum, which is about $41,000 right now, sorry, $41,000, for it to go to, it really just would 5x to get to 200 grand. You're banking on it hitting 200 grand. Okay, so just think about that. Less money. You have to put 41 grand up to make 200 grand versus putting 10 to potentially make 200 grand. Okay, so look at that. The risk to reward there is pretty crazy, especially when you're talking about altcoins that have been around and have withstood the test of time. So I say all that to say, we talk about this whale, looking at, Ethereum and accumulating Ethereum since September. Look at the risk to reward. The risk to reward is insane. Massive upside potential. And Ethereum's 2,200 right now. Okay. So, love everyone who, is a Bitcoin bull and Bitcoin, right? But the gains happen in altcoins. The gains happen, at least for us, the gains happen when we buy Ethereum or buy Cardano at 3 cents and it goes to $3. That's the gain. Okay. That right there is the gain. So, Bitcoin, yes, we've been talking about Bitcoin, accumulating Bitcoin since it was at, I think it was about $3,000, between 3 and 6. After it hit 20, it pulled back, was ranging from 3 to 6 for a little bit. We accumulated during that time. But, that's 3 and 6. That's not $41,000, guys. Okay. There's a big difference there. Okay. So, our gains happened from the altcoins. And that's why everyone talks about alt season, and that's where the gains are made. Then you take those gains and then you dump them into Bitcoin for a long-term wealth play. That's kind of what I've seen people do time and time again. Taking a look at this article here, Kraken chief legal officer. Now, I preface this, okay? I actually loved Kraken up until the point they were saying, look, we're going to report everyone who's had over $100,000 worth of transactions on our platform. We're reporting them. I was cool with them until they put that out. I was like, what? You know what I mean? So taking a look at this article is a little funny here. Because I don't really, everyone's supposed to help the crypto industry grow. And it seems like it's kind of like a jab, but the chief legal officer saying it's a bright future ahead of crypto after Binance settlement with the U.S. government. Chief legal officer, Crypto Exchange, says he is optimistic that Binance's decision to settle with the U.S. government will benefit the digital asset industry. Last month, everything that happened with that, what he's saying here is the industry, the ecosystem, regulators, policymakers, I think, are ready to move forward from Binance settlement. That's what settlements do. They set the stage for moving forward into something better. I don't know about that. I think it kind of paints a picture that most exchanges are doing something illicit or illegal, and the ones that really try to stay within the good graces of the SEC He's saying, oh, it could be a bright future ahead. I don't think there's a bright future ahead at this point, especially with no regulatory clarity in the United States. And the reason why I keep saying in the United States, because that's going to set the stage for everyone else. Okay, no matter how much people, talk about, getting out of the U.S. or whatever, wherever they may live, the United States is really the forefront of everything when it comes to just from a global perspective. They set the stage for everything. Okay, so Kraken saying is keeping a close eye on the U.S. bill that will regulate crypto exchanges, and that's kind of what we've been waiting for. Like, how can we get everyone's bullish, and I think we're going to look at the charts in a second. Everyone's bullish on crypto right now, saying, oh, a Bitcoin ETF's coming this week, oh, next week, oh, the first week of January. Oh, we've been hearing this for like 5-6 years now, but it's the same thesis for me is, how can you have a Bitcoin ETF approved without regulatory clarity? It doesn't make any. It's just like, okay, a Bitcoin ETF is going to be approved. You're going to be able to put your, 401k is going to go into this spot Bitcoin ETF. But then what? How can that all happen without any regulatory clarity? I just don't see it. I don't understand it. Maybe if someone comment in the comment section and help me understand that'd be greatly appreciated. Taking a look at these charts, Bitcoin skyrocketing, and a lot of this is FOMO, guys. A lot of this is, oh, Bitcoin ETF this week. A lot of it's FOMO, and we're seeing that. I do want to see what happens when we go to this trend line. We keep going further and further away, so I'm like, and a part of me is like, we may get to, January 8th, Bitcoin ETF. And let's say best case scenario, it gets approved. Somehow it gets approved. I don't necessarily think it's going to completely. I think it's going to be a gradual growth with the new money coming in. I don't think people just have their hand on the red button as soon as it's approved. And, I think there's going to be a spike. But I don't, it's almost, you remember the ETH merge? Do you remember what happened to ETH 2.0? The merge happened. Everyone thought, oh, ETH is going to be 10 grand as soon as the merge happens. What happened? That thing went straight down. I was like, what? And I wasn't even prepared for it. I'm just sitting, whatever. I already have Ethereum. I don't need to, I'm not in and out. I'm not day trading it. And nothing happened. I was like, wow. Because back in the day, something like that happens, skyrocket. So I like seeing a little bit of stability, but for Bitcoin, this is what we're looking at. We want to see a pullback down to this trend line, whenever that is. So like, even if we go up here, go up to 50, I want to see a pullback, and I think we're going to see a pullback. I have seen and read articles of analysts and investors selling off their Bitcoin right now, preparing for that pullback. So we will see what happens, and I'm just waiting to see how this plays out. The same thing goes with Ethereum. I think a pullback is necessary, and I want to see where it goes. Now, it may not be here. It may not be 2,000. It may be up here to 22. Depending on how long this takes. This is a weekly candle. Like I said in the last video, every candle is a week, so it's gonna take a minute. We go to the daily time frame, we're gonna see the same thing. It's gonna take a minute, but the weekly is a little bit more cleaner. That's why we've been staying on the weekly time frame. But a huge momentum for Bitcoin right now. Probably a lot of FOMO, but I think people aren't paying attention to these altcoins. And that's unfortunate, because that's where the gains are happening. So if we go over to CoinMarketCap, if we look at the altcoins, there's not a lot of huge movement with altcoins right now, and that's good. That's good because it's giving people time to accumulate. Cardano is up to 40 cents now, which is huge. Avalanche, $21. Polygon is still under $1, which is crazy to me. Polkadot. And we got Litecoin and Shiba. Shiba had a little bit of growth with 9.49% over the past 7 days. But still, I mean, looking at these altcoins, nothing's really booming right now. And that's something that is kind of telling, in my opinion, because it shows that we're not truly in a bull market yet. Because when you're in a bull market, you're going to know. Like, you're going to see just green, boom. Like, it's insane. and you know the potential there is huge. Even taking a look here at H bar still at 6 cents, like no movement. You got Immutable X still at $1.42. Like nothing is completely killing it right now. You have Terra Classic, which is rising from the ashes, and you know, completely flatlined. Terra went from $103 to zero, to under a penny. Now, I don't know what I did. I think I put like $1,000 into it when it crashed, only with the hopes of, all right, maybe it jumps up and maybe I can make like $1 million. It was one of those things like, I think this might be an opportunity. and I bought some, but it's just been flatlined. You can see it here. I don't even want to go into the actual charts. I'm gonna just stay on CoinMarketCap. But I saw it was like almost zero. It was like it went all the way down. Let me see. It was something crazy, and the fact that went from 100 down to zero, you know, that's insane. So I think I did buy some at one point. I'm not sure what happened to it. But yeah, it seems like they're trending right now. Gorilla, Solana's trending, of course. Where's Solana at? Solana's at $60. I think Solana's a good play. Like looking at the tokenomics with Solana, like there's no reason why Solana can't be $1,000 clip, right? I remember buying Ethereum at these prices. So, you know, $60, $90. I was buying Ethereum, and you know, see what happened there. I think if you look at Solana and the fact that it's in the top 10, it's not going anywhere. As much as I'm not a big fan of, you know, the hype behind it and what they do, from a trial and error standpoint, like I think that they grew so fast and they didn't get it right, resulting in losses and hacks. Whereas you look at a project like Cardano, where they take their time and they haven't really dealt with like a massive hack. And that's my only shot at Solana. I think from a investment standpoint, it's a good play. I do think it's a good play, you know, because the upside is almost endless, right? So like, stop buying Starbucks, buy some Solana, and be able to buy enough Starbucks for the rest of your life if you play your cards right. So that's kind of how I feel about the price. Like I think everything is still discounted, despite the FOMO, despite what you see happening in Bitcoin. I think everything is still discounted, and you'll know when the bull market is here. So guys, just wanted to do a quick market update here. Hope you guys got some value out of this video. Keep moving forward in everything that you do. We'll see you soon.